Welcome, one and all, through time and space for this episode of Weebs on the Weekends, a podcast where we give a retrospective look on anime celebrating its anniversary. Today's episode, we have a look back on a variety of 2016 anime to follow up our previous episode on My Hero Academia. Let's see if it holds up against the other 2016 anime. I'm your host for today, Jay. With me are the boys, Sam and Alonzo. Boys, how is your 2026 going so far now that it's halfway over?
Oh my goodness. I have to say, I've had a wild few weeks because just all the sporting because I'm on the tail end of the NBA finals and the start of the World Cup, and I'm just riding that wave right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many like sports competitions are overlaid because even like some of my coworkers are Australian and they're talking about the Ultimate Rugby League right now. So I have to wake up around, well, actually, like even throughout the whole day, I have like 3 a.m. for the start of the World Cup watching parties, and then the rugby comes in like later that day, and then what else is going? Oh yeah, the NBA Finals just concluded. But yeah, it was crazy that this time period there were so many like international like sports competitions going on at the same time. But yeah, I gained that sports contact high as just a casual sports enjoyer as well.
I got bitten by the bug so bad. I bought a couple of jerseys. My wallet's a little mad at me, but it's gonna be okay. It's for the memories.
Mhm. Lonzo, how are you doing this year?
That's been pretty good. It's been a chilled year overall. Also got caught up in the sports hype recently. Watched the Knicks finals. Lost my mind watching that game. Bought a jersey as well. Um,
Nixon
uh,
5, baby!
it's been pretty fun. Um, I did have an accomplishment today, which was surprising. Um, So like I'm pretty scared of heights. So like crossing like narrow like rope bridges is pretty scary. Where like I can't do it. Um, and I was walking with my sister, and she's like, "Come on, we can do it." And I was like, "No, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this." And she's like, "Look, Alonso, there's a deer." And I was like, deer just like showed up underneath like the bridge. And then I just like looked at it, it looked at me, and then we kind of just like walked across the bridge together. It went underneath a bridge, drank some water on the river, and then looked up at us again, and then left. And I was like, okay, cool. That was a magical moment. I guess I crossed the bridge with that. So
Your
we
spirit
take
Oh,
those.
guide
nice.
looked at you and said, "Hold my hand. We can get through this."
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
your spirit animal. Your spirit animal showed up to give you encouragement. It's like
It
you
is
can
the
do
second
it.
time. I'm pretty sure it's the same deer. It's the second time it showed up. So maybe that
Oh,
might be
really?
it. Yeah, it's the same one we saw when we went up for
It was all by
when we were
itself. It
walking the other
didn't have
day.
any other deer with it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. It no.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Connecting spiritually with nature. That's fine. All right,
Hmm.
cool. Are you going to go back to the bridge, or are you going to like kind of set this as like a New Year's resolution of like I'm going to conquer my fear of heights?
Oh, I already did it. I crossed the bridge.
But can you do it again?
Yeah, no, but do it now again
I did on the way back
without.
because I had to cross the bridge back to
Oh, okay.
um to make it back because there's no because like it's like this little alcove that has like this old burned down tower.
Mhm.
But there's no way back to the trail that you're on. You have to go back on across the bridge again. So I did it on
Mm.
my way back without the deer this time.
Mm.
Yeah.
But were you still scared?
Not as much. There was a little
Ah,
bit
nice.
just from it moving, but like
Mhm.
I very much was like, no, I have the deer spirit with me.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you just need to escalate. You need to go zip lining and then bungee
No.
jumping
Wait.
and then one of those
Just go to
coasters
the
that drops.
extremes.
Right. Because that's rough, especially in light of like just talking about like maybe some recent news, but there was this
Mhm.
very horrific video of a Brazilian bungee jumper. It
Heard
was
about
crazy to
that.
think that I saw that video without the censorship first, and then I saw the news coverage of it, and then it was censored. So it was just like, even with the Nick stuff, I was thinking about this is like, yeah, we're just recording history in real time. You just see like all the crazy stuff going on in real time
Mhm.
because people stream and just they let things happen and then immediately go home and post it. So you're getting kind of like real time updates on everything going on at the world at the same time. So it's
Mhm.
just wild to see that news story of like someone getting thrown off a bridge and no bungee cord attached. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, totally, Alonzo, you should totally go bungee jumping someday.
After telling him about that story.
Eh.
So, like, did regarding the Brazilian jumper, did when did they realize that the rope wasn't attached? Just like as they had jumped, or as they were
Well, they were
falling?
thrown.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
it was kind of real. It was like they did not to say it was cartoonish, but they did the look back and see that they threw her without. I mean, they obviously threw her and then noticed that the rope wasn't attached,
Oh
and
no! So
then it
they
was
had
like,
the harness on there, but oh no!
yeah, the no rope, yeah, yeah. And the
Ah,
news coverage talked about how the people that were in charge of the event like kind of just ran away, and then they had to send out helicopters for searching the area for them, and then they were arrested. So everyone responsible was
that's good.
captured
That's
and
good.
arrested because like it was video, it was recorded, like it was like a whole group activity. So it was
Yeah.
like evidence is like right here. So it was like the people responsible will be prosecuted eventually, but it was just crazy to witness that in real time. So.
Yeah, that was insane.
Hmm. Yeah. But I mean, on to better and brighter things. Sorry to bring down the mood, but it's just kind of on my mind because I was talking about it recently with another friend. But yeah, it's just wild that we're always watching history unravel right now. So,
Mhm.
uh, anyways, so shall we get on to the game for today that I've brought forth?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So, showing up for the first time on the podcast is a game. We're working through a couple names, but for right now, this iteration is called Buy, Stream, Skip. So, in fashion of a lot of other like three variations or three choice games, this is a game where we are choosing between 24 total anime from 2016, where we're either going to choose either to buy it, to stream it, meaning that it's like a limited showing, and it's like you'll watch it if it's on the television or on a streaming service. And then the third option is to skip it, meaning that it's completely going to be ignored. So, of the 8 categories we have today, in each category, we have 3 choices. So you're either going to buy one, a stream one, or skip one. So our first category is, I think I called it Weird Town with Weird Guys.
Hmm.
But the choices are presenting to you, fine boys, is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, which is Diamond is Unbreakable, Mob Psycho 100, and Bungo Stray Dogs. So weird guys, weird town, all kind of the uniting themes. But do you guys already have a vibe about which one you want to buy, stream, and skip?
Yes, and I will say mine was pretty easy, and I don't think you guys are gonna like it.
I feel like Alonso is just gonna like buy Mob, skip Diamond, and stream Bungo. That's my prediction for Alonso.
Ooh. Okay, prediction. Okay, I'm saying Alonso's is going to buy Stray Dogs, stream Mob, and skip Diamond.
Interesting, interesting. So it's really funny because there's really only like a couple configurations for this. You both were wrong.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I would buy Diamond,
Oh,
stream Bungo Stray Dogs, and skip Mob Psycho.
That's the
Um,
really?
worst combination. Okay, okay. Yeah, explain.
so
Explain.
here's my reasoning, right? Um, ultimately, I have seen Mob Psycho before, right?
Hmm.
Like it's good. Don't get me wrong; it's an enjoyable time. But I think I've gotten tired of like unassuming person being super overpowered, and it's very nonchalant about the whole thing, right?
Hmm.
Um, I've never seen Bungo Stray Dogs, so I'd like to see it at one point, hence the stream. Diamond is Unbreakable. Like I've recently gotten into JoJo, and it's the start of like some really good like how to put this, like lore that comes up with later on in the series, right?
Mm.
So like I gotta buy it, you know. Um,
Okay.
that's my thoughts on it. Right? It has nothing to do with like the quality of the show or anything. It's just like I've seen the show
Mhm.
before. It's another like if One Punch Man was on here, it might end up in the same place because of the same thing,
Oh, okay.
right?
Got
Um,
that. Fair. Yeah.
that's just kind of how I'm approaching this. Of
Mhm.
like, okay, would I watch this again if I haven't seen it? Does the premise interest me to watch it once? If so, like, would I even want to rewatch this show one more time, right? And
Mhm.
unfortunately, I have no real interest in rewatching Mob Psycho. I think
Oh.
if I hadn't seen it before, maybe
Mhm.
like it would have interested me, but I
Mm.
probably also skip it now. Like 10 years ago, probably watch it. Now I'd probably skip it for the same reason that like I don't really watch One Punch Man anymore. Right.
Mm. And you have seen the season or series finale?
For Mob Psycho 100,
Yeah.
are there 3 seasons?
Yeah.
No, I've seen the first two.
This month. This month. Okay. All right.
Oh
So
man,
as
yeah.
as our JoJo
Uh,
guy, how do you feel about this, Sam? Where are you on the buy?
Okay, so I am going. And Alonso, you said that you were going to buy Diamond, right?
yeah.
Okay, I do appreciate that. Uh, However, I don't think Jay. I think I'm going to disappoint Jay with my choices too.
Well, just to let you know,
Yeah,
I'm by Mob because
you're
unlike
buying my.
someone, I
Oh
actually
my
watched
goodness!
the series finale.
So
So I think
we
you're the deciding vote. That's why I wanted to, because
we're
I
all
don't.
at an impasse here because
No.
Yeah, so I'm by Mob for sure because
I was
because
gonna
okay,
buy
Diamond. Okay,
Bungo.
okay. Before we get to you, because you're the breaking decision, I think.
Okay,
But um,
yeah,
Diamond is my favorite JoJo,
yeah.
and it made me fall in love with JoJo.
Mhm.
So it's really hard. Again, what's going to be my final decision at the end of this is going to be wild. But yeah, JoJo or Diamond is my favorite JoJo.
Okay.
It got me in love with JoJo. It got me on the JoJo train,
Mhm.
and why I keep up with it now. But Mob, especially for its series finale, is just like a 10 out of 10 complete series. And my distinguishing between JoJo and Mob was this like Diamond is just a part. So like if I was going to take the whole of the totality of JoJo versus
Yeah.
Mob, then
Mhm.
JoJo scales higher. But for ignoring Diamond, I can because I have the rest of JoJo to look at. So
Okay.
Mob
That's
is
fair.
its
Okay, I
own
see.
thing
Yeah.
by itself, but I have the other JoJos to fall back on if I wanted to like uh, buy a JoJo. But
That's
yeah,
Okay, I
so
got you.
I'm a buy Mob.
Okay. Okay.
that's an interesting take. Just using Diamond as a standalone. Oh
Because it is like
no, it's not.
yes,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, no, no, no,
That's why it
no.
works
It
so
is.
well.
Like
It
Yeah, it
because
is.
works so well.
All of the JoJo parts are standalone except for maybe two, right? Like they all can work
eh,
independently of each other. No, no, no. No let me explain. There's a difference
They inform
between
each other.
yeah, there's a difference between like there's this background story that like knowing it adds to it, right? But you don't need it to understand what you're watching, right? Like you just don't. Like I started on Diamond is Unbreakable. What was like the first few episodes that I watched was that, right? I was not confused. I was like, oh, this guy must be from like the past or something, one of the previous seasons or like the parts.
yeah.
Cool. That's it, right? You don't need to know the history for it to like hit. Knowing it hits harder, but it's not necessary, right?
So I would
Yeah.
say like with me and Diamond is Unbreakable, it's good, but me personally, I don't enjoy it until like the second half of the series. The first half of the series, I'm forcing myself to watch it because it feels very slice of lifey. The first few episodes it was okay, but then it sort of just gets into the okay, like Josuke is not the main character, and that's the point of the show. It's more or less highlighting the town, but that's not my bag. So that's just like my take on Diamond is Unbreakable, and originally my originally my buy was going to be Bungo, but then that would just leave us at an impasse for our first thing. It's like nobody's gonna move. So I'll just go ahead and I'll switch my vote to Diamond being the buy. That way we can at least like keep moving forward.
Wait,
Okay.
so you're not even gonna make an argument for Bungo Stray Dogs?
I enjoy it a lot more. Mainly because
And so
yeah,
to be clear, so you're saying
yeah,
that you enjoyed Bungo Stray Dogs more than Mob and Diamond?
yeah. With Mob,
Oh.
I didn't finish the
Wow.
third season. I did like how Mob as a character grew, and then you saw that with the is it the Improvement Club?
Yes.
Yeah, the Body Improvement Club. I loved those scenes, but it was few and far between. And to me, like if I don't know, like
This is
with
already a headache. Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
So
I was not expecting three separate buys. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
me like at the
Yeah.
beginning too. Like I was like, oh, maybe down the line. No, just off
But
the bat, I
but
guess.
like it's definitely like with the themes that like Mob has done, but like I much prefer season 2 than season 1, mainly just because like that's where you get to see like the seeds of growth start to flourish and come to fruition, especially with what they did with Dimple's character too. Um,
Mm.
but at least like with Bungo, like it's just like up my alley where it's just like more of like the uh, detective esque type stories, and with the not necessarily crime families, but it's just like skirting with the law, stuff like that. But like I said, just to keep things moving, I'll go ahead and I'll do Diamond to
No, wait,
buy.
pause,
What?
Yeah, hold on.
What?
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
Alonzo,
No,
where did you put dogs?
did you skip it? No.
Oh,
Wait,
you're
no,
skipping dogs?
no. Hold on, I'm wrong. No, you're saying Jay. What? Where did he put dogs?
No, where did you put dogs?
Yeah.
I put it as watch. I skipped like Mob
Right.
Psycho.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like all of our watches and all
Totally
of our
different.
skips,
Yeah,
yeah, all of our watches and all of our buys are reversed.
yeah.
Like none of them match up. Um, okay. Mm.
Look, I'll put it
Yeah.
Okay,
this way.
so like technic. Okay, well,
Mhm.
actually, so it's a decision between Diamond and Bungos, right? About the buy, right? Because they're both your watches and your saves or
Watch or
watches and
buy.
streams. Yeah, yeah, buy or streams.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because I haven't seen dogs. It's like one of the
Mhm.
holes in my filmography is like Doctor Stone and like uh another one. But yeah, it's like big titles that I'm like not familiar with, so I can't
Yeah.
really weigh in on dogs. But
Mhm.
yeah, is that how that works? Yeah,
Yeah, because I think
because I think
me
Mob is
and
just
Jay
a
have
skip. I think,
four.
right? Is that how
I
that
think
works? Hmm.
ultimately. Wait, no.
Right.
Wait, yeah, because Jay. So not Jay. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah.
You said so did you skip Mob too then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah. So
So then
Mob
it
is
is
just
just
a
be
Yeah. I was gonna skip Mob.
between
yeah.
Diamond and Boone, and I would
So
side with Diamond because I haven't
okay,
seen dogs. So
okay.
yeah,
So then, yeah,
just
I was gonna say it comes down to you then on which one makes it across. So we're gonna say that
it's Diamond.
Diamond,
That was
yeah,
Diamond.
Diamond moves on.
Diamond by Stream Dogs and Skip Bob. Okay. All right. I agree with that.
He says
It hurts.
begrudgingly.
It hurts. But all right, so of our weird guy and in Weird Town, so we are buying JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. We are streaming Bungo Stray Dogs, which is also fine because I haven't seen it, so that gives me a reason to watch it now. And then we're going to skip Mob Psycho 100. All right, nice.
I'm sorry. I did not think that that's how that was gonna go down.
No,
I'm
that
so
is not how I
sorry.
thought that was going to go.
This
That's
was a
amazing.
very difficult like matchup though because they're all very good.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. All right, so our category or sub round two, I guess, is called Trauma Pilled. So in this category, we have March Comes Like a Lion, Erased, and Sweetness and Lightning. So let's go with Sam for the first one. So where are you buying right now?
So I am buying Erased. Oddly enough, that's the only one of these three that I've seen.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no. Okay, that's fair.
What?
No. I foresee we may have yet another
Oh no.
three-way split. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sam, for the recognition, because I'm very unfamiliar about this part, does Erase have a movie cut and also a television series cut?
I don't know about the movie cut, but they do have a live action version of it.
Yeah, I know that one,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if there was actually a theater release of Erase, because I don't know if there was a compilation version, but you saw the series version, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Let's see.
There is a movie version of it, apparently.
There is a movie version of it.
Yeah.
Right,
I
right.
don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, because I'm familiar with the movie version. I've actually never seen the series version. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have one by for Erase. Let's see where Alonzo's at.
Wait. Hold on. Well, actually, I guess I think going forward we just give our buys and then give our like streams after,
After the
depending on if
buys.
we
Right, to kind of balance out to see
Okay,
where they
we
were.
could do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So my buy is Sweetness and Lightning.
Oh no! What is it
I
about?
was right.
No!
So like to just like give a little context for like why I picked it, right? I've never seen March Comes in Like a Lion. I did not enjoy the ending of Erased. Sweetness and Lightning is overall wholesome and heartwarming, even though it breaks your heart over and over again. It's the one I have to buy. Like it's just good. Uh, Jay, what pray tell, what did you decide
What
to
pray
buy?
tell?
All right, so if my tone was not obvious, I'm going to buy March Comes Like a Lion because talk about something that made me realize how adult anime can be. Because this was
Mhm.
like again in the like time of our lives where we're like basically adults now, and this
Mhm.
this handles like depression in a way that feels very like it shows like the people writing the series actually understand how depressed people feel or how the
Mhm.
world gets colored through depression. And it is just a heart-wrenching story. I would say it's up there with Violet Evergarden if I was going to persuade Alonso to change his
Okay.
mind.
Okay. I got you.
But yeah, I'm in the March
Okay.
buy right now. But to follow up with Alonso, I am a stream Sweetness and Lightning because I was like,
Mhm.
bro, if you want to talk about good feelings for a father-daughter story, especially that would
Mhm.
probably hit with a lot of parents, like this would
Yeah.
be the anime that I would show parents of like, oh, I've never seen anime. Well, watch this, and then you're gonna get hooked. So
Yeah.
Sweetness and Lightning would be my stream.
Oh, okay. That's interesting
To
because
bounce off of that, sorry, go for it.
no. I was just gonna say like it sort of reminds me of because Jay had mentioned father daughter. Was that one anime? It was like that one automaton that was walking with the little girl across the wasteland so that she can go from like one end of the world to the next.
Yes, I'm
That was.
familiar.
I couldn't
Mhm.
remember if it was around the same time or a little bit older than that. But Alonzo, you had an actual thought.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so like to just jump off of the whole March comes in like a lion thing, right? Like, and you trying to convince me, it is something I would want to watch, which is why
Mhm.
it's my stream for this one. I skipped a race because I just did not like that ending.
All
So
right, so it comes down to really Sam. Which
yeah,
one? Which one do you stream?
If it oddly enough, it was going to be March because I've heard both of you talk about it, and I just assumed
well,
that both
hold
of
on.
you seen it, or at least I've
For
heard Jay talk
clarification,
about it. Yeah.
so
Mhm.
like because we both skipped erased, right? It is not in contention to be the buy for the group. So you're deciding, do you buy Sweetness and Lightning or do you buy March Comes In Like a Lion?
March, probably
Yes.
because I've heard of it.
Okay, okay. That is perfectly fair. I am okay with that. I have no arguments against it. Um,
Mhm. Yeah.
So does that mean March passes?
yeah, March Comes In
Yes.
Like a Lion is our buy for the group.
Yes. Yes. And
March
then
moves
unfortunately
on.
a race would be skip because I mean, I have reasons to skip it, but yeah, it
Mhm,
was just like it was going against two hard contenders in the category because like for a thriller, I don't really vibe with a race like that. So it's just like,
mhm,
do I want to feel not feel sad or do I want to feel
mhm.
good? But it was just like those two emotions are two extremes versus like a race. I'm like, meh.
Yeah.
All right. So, second category, trauma pilled. We have to buy, March comes like a lion, stream, sweetness and lightning, and skip erased. All right.
Mhm.
So, okay, let's see if we're going to keep this trend. All right. Category three, I called this drama aplenty. So, in this category, we have 91 days, we have Kiznaiver, and we have Dagashi Kashi. So back to Alonzo. So what are you buying?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, no, we're on three. You haven't started yet.
Oh, thank you. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I was just being a host, but yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, so let's go to me then. So I'm in the 21 days buy because talk about another like story I rarely ever see outside of Bacano. It's like this
Hmm.
Italian crime drama. It's like I don't think anime goes so hard into certain like Western categories, Western media categories, but 21 Days was really refreshing to me, especially the revenge tale of it and how it delves into like a lot of the not ethics, but like the kind of politics and cultural stuff of Italian mobs and like gangster culture that they kind of like romanticize in a couple of ways in other anime. But this one feels very akin to like gangsta. So I enjoy it a lot. So I would have to buy this one. All right, now back to Alonzo.
Okay. So, my buy is Kiznaiver. It's the only one I've seen from these three. Hence my choosing to buy it. I remember enjoying it a lot when it first came out. I enjoyed watching it. Um, that's why I picked it. I honestly, the problem is like it is has been a decade. I don't remember much. I just remember the feeling that of like having enjoyed it. But I just hadn't seen the other two.
Mhm.
And looking over like some preliminary things, I was like, I don't know if I would like either one over.
Is
Well,
neither.
hold on. That's actually not true. I did watch Dagashi Kashi a little bit, but yeah, my bias is never. Go on, go on.
No, that's fair. I understand. Yeah. All right.
And
And
remind me, Kiznaiver, it was like not Super 8, but it was just like 8 on Netflix, correct?
What do you mean eight?
It was like 8 different people somehow were linked physically.
Oh, oh! You're talking about Sense8 is what
Sense
you're
8. Okay,
talking
that's
about.
a show. Yeah, 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 that's what it
Yeah, yeah.
is.
Um,
Okay.
I guess sort of,
Mhm.
sort of. Yes. Actually,
Okay.
yeah. Actually, yes. Hold on. Yeah. Very much like that. Very
Okay.
much like that. Yeah.
So, guys wouldn't believe this,
you haven't
but
seen any of
I had seen 91 Days, and I very much enjoyed it. That would be my buy.
Oh,
Woo! Okay.
I was
We
trying
don't
to
have to
draw it
argue about
out.
this one.
It's like, oh no, guys, we had a hat trick. Dead stops. But no, I had not finished 91 Days, but from what I've seen of it, it's all very good and very much like what Jay had said. It's giving off Italian mob vibes, very much like Baccano, and it has the revenge story, so it feels very much in the vein of Count of Monte Cristo. It's just done very, very well. I was watching it in tandem with Joker Game as well, so like those two really pair well together. I saw a little bit of Kiznaiver, and even though like it's very much like Sense8, it was just like meh. In Dagashi Kashi, it seems more like in the same vein of what's it that one show about the girl with the panties on her head with like the inappropriate jokes or something like that. um it just reminded me of that, and so it's just like eh, me.
oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I put it in this category because like there is like a lot of comedy errors. I mean, comedy errors is a lot of comedy in it, but I think
Yeah.
it does rely a little bit more heavily on like interpersonal drama stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I think like one of the most iconic scenes that's kind of leaked into the mainstream is like a scene where like the girl is putting like a couple of sugar cubes into the boy's coffee and then he drinks it all. So there's like a lot of like like romance tension, drama
Mhm.
tensions in the show, but yeah, I did put it against like two heavy hitters again as well. It's like hard to fit some of these animes together, but yeah. So would that be a decision of buy 91 Days, stream Kiznaiver, and then skip Dagashi Kashi?
I think so.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what it looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Kiznaiver was kind of hard for me as well because like it's streaming. Like, what if I was to stream it? Is like it's like one of the lesser trigger properties, but
Yeah.
it
Mhm.
going against Space Patrol Luluco, which I've said is my favorite trigger, so I couldn't put that in as well against it. But yeah,
Yeah.
Kiznaiver's man, like it's good. It's just streamable. All right,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
category 3, drama plenty. So we decided to buy 91 Days, stream Kiznaiver, and skip Dagashi Kashi. All right, nice. So on to category 4. Is that isekai? All right, so, okay. Another heavy hitter, I believe. Oh, in this category is that isekai. So we have Konosuba, Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, and ReZero.
Hmm.
You were just very
All
mean
right,
in
so I think
making
we're
this
back to
one.
Alonzo going first then.
Yeah.
All right, what you buying?
I'm buying ReZero. It look it it takes a very like interesting premise of like um if you don't know, isekai reborn into another world, but what happens if you die in that world? Well, for this guy, he just restarts. He has a checkpoint and he gets to keep redoing things, but has to go through the pain of dying every single time to do so. I think overall it's a very compelling story with a really interesting mechanic. The characters are all overall pretty interesting. Uh, he has his own like dirt, like very like weeby um, side that is unappealing, but he grows as a person for the most part as a result of all this. So that's why that's my buy.
All right, Sam, what you buying?
You were very mean in making this, and this is the first time I've seen all three of them. Is
Hmm.
no, sorry, second time I've seen all three of them. And it's they're all good for respective reasons, and
Like they
mm,
shade the isekai genre very specifically, so it's like, oh no, why was 2016 such a good year for isekai? This kind of feels like what broke the seal on isekai as like
pretty much.
Yeah.
people getting tired of it because we
Mhm.
had this like peak isekai and then everyone was like, oh, we could just do isekai all the time now. So
Yep.
uh, yeah, so but of these three,
Mm, I hate that I have to make a choice here, but I would have to say bye for Ray Zero, just
Okay.
because of what they do with the mechanic that Alonso had mentioned about him dying. Just the way that they build the world out and the characters so much that there are instances where he dies in crazy situations, and at the time of those deaths you're like, what the heck, how did this even happen? And then as he goes back and he tries to relive certain events, you're like, oh, you begin to learn about the different characters and how they would actually move. So it's like, oh, okay, this person acts in this way. So the way that he died before, these sort of events sort of lined up, right? So it was just showing that like the world and the characters are very well thought out. It's not necessarily killing him in spectacular fashion just for shock and awe. There's actual reasoning behind it. And with the writer doing that much work into it, I am very excited and where the world and how the characters are going to continue to grow and develop as like the series is still not over yet. So still hate it because the other two they're just still so good. But that's my take or on what I would buy category.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess this is our first result where we all going to buy the same ones because I'm
Okay.
also
Cool.
buying a ReZero. Because my
This
favorite
one gets a
isekai of all
star by
time
it.
is reincarnated as a slime.
Hmm.
And then my second favorite is ReZero. Yeah, Grimgar is actually Konosuba would be my third, so it's like a really close tie between ReZero and
Mhm,
Konosuba. But like the comedy wise and Konosuba, I get tired of, but ReZero,
mhm,
especially now that I've watched
Hmm.
season like 1 through 3 back to back, and then keeping up airing with season 4, I'm kind of like all in for ReZero. So
mhm,
I'm just going to buy ReZero because however it's going to finish, and then I'm going to pick up the light novels and read all the different routes for Subaru. But it's a series that is worth buying. I guess so. I guess the next discussion is what are we streaming, because then it's like a toss up between Grimgar and Konosuba. But I would
Yeah.
stream Grimgar just because I
Hmm.
like the mechanics. It feels very gamified in the way of like you're not the main character,
Uh-huh.
and it's really hard to sell that as an isekai because you expect the isekai person to be prospering in the new world, but
Mhm,
in Grimgar they're not. They're kind of out on the back foot throughout the whole story. They're like they're not NPC levels, but they're like you definitely feel like they aren't the
Yeah.
main characters of the world,
yeah.
that they're still trying to survive it in a way that makes them worth following, but not in the way of like you feel the danger for them.
Mhm.
So,
So
Alonzo, are you streaming one of these?
I'm
Well, you
also
have to
streaming
as well.
Grimgar.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we and you had the same list. Which
Mhm.
I'll be
Oh,
honest,
okay.
I'm surprised.
Hmm.
Uh, because so it's like my reasoning for skipping Konosuba was actually the same as yours, kind of, I guess. Is
Mhm.
I got tired of the kind of comedy it was doing. Um, like I know it hits for a lot of people, but I just got bored of it. So like
Mhm.
I know so a lot, which is why like I was like, you guys might not like my thing because
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be Konosuba. I'm sorry,
All right,
but
cool. And
yeah.
then Sam?
For me, like the question would be is like if I'm just going to be like wanting something hearty or meaty, or if I want something that's just like comfort food, because I would have Konosuba on just because of how light and fluffy it is, and like with the amount of comedy, like there were times where it's like I just watch it for just like brain rot, but I would still have to choose Grimgar for streaming just because of like I like how it takes these characters in a different way, and it deals with one of my gripes about isekais in a very unique way, and it makes me invested in the characters even more and how they grow. So that's why Grimgar's.
All right, nice. We all agreed. Nice. So in this category 4, we have buying ReZero, we have streaming Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, and skipping Konosuba. So that concludes our first 4 categories. So after our commercial break, we have the remaining 4 and our final decision about what's the best anime of 2016. All right, welcome back, everyone. So we have 4 remaining categories in our discussion of the best anime of 2016. So next up, maybe not as contentious as the other categories, but coming back, we're going to have a category 5 of high fantasy. So in this category, we have a choice between My Hero Academia, Myriad Colors Phantom World, and Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. So let's start off with Sam, because I think we all know my choice, but
Yeah.
but yeah, where are you at the moment, Sam, for your buy? What you buying?
Really?
Yes,
I'm
because
surprised this is a struggle for you.
I know it's just my hero does a
To be
lot.
fair, I did
Yeah.
engineer this in a way that this would be actually a discussion.
No, fair, fair.
It's just I don't know. Like I feel like right now, oddly enough, because like if this was like an actual thing, I would probably buy Kabaneri just because of how niche it is. I wouldn't expect to find it streaming anywhere soon. Um just because
Good
like I've
reasoning.
had huh?
Good reasoning.
Yeah. So that would be my reasoning, but like
Nope, too late.
But
He
with
bought it.
okay, I
I
bought
was gonna
it.
say
I bought
with the
it.
onset of like
Yes.
streaming having like because like since 2016, right?
Hmm.
Streaming has taken over everything. Currently available to stream on Crunchyroll.
Is it?
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But now that I
Like
said that and put that out there in the air, I feel like I need to add that to my cart real quick
Yeah,
before
yeah. To be
Crunchyroll
fair,
starts
like
to take it down.
even in the age of streaming, like
Yeah,
companies do
yeah,
delist certain
yeah.
titles, especially when it comes. I think more specifically with gaming
Mhm,
libraries because
hmm
they do have reboots or re-releases that they'll
mhm,
maybe take the older editions off their
mhm.
catalog. But yeah, anime sometimes animes will just disappear, and you're like, where did this go?
Yeah.
it was
And
never
then
there to
So
begin
all
with.
right. To
and if
be
it
fair,
wasn't
yeah.
clear from
So,
like
Yeah,
our like tier system that we have right by
mhm,
stream, skip the whole reason we're saying stream is that like, oh, if I have the opportunity and it's streaming, I'll watch it. But that also means that like if it goes off streaming, you may never watch it again, right?
yeah, yeah.
Because you don't own it, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you might need to buy it. It might force you
Exactly.
to buy it.
Hmm.
All right.
Exactly.
So cabanati. Yeah. Okay. I'm saying
Yes,
it like it's like a pasta dish, but is it caban
Cabaneri. Is it?
cabaneri? Yeah.
I
The
think like
neri. Yeah.
Kabane
The
or
ne. Yeah. Japanese
uh,
speaker.
I would say Kabaneri, but like you said,
Yeah.
and
No.
until like I
Exactly. Yeah.
rewatch
Yeah.
it, we'll just go with that.
Oh, so you're buying it?
I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Alonzo.
Um, I I so I didn't think that this one would be that much of a contentious thing. For at least for the buy.
Yeah.
Let me clear that
Mm.
up. Because I'm buying My Hero Academia. Um,
Mm.
I know that like in our previous like My Hero like one, I said I'd fallen off like it. I lost interest like I think around season 4 with the League of Villains, and it kind of just felt like we were kind of just like spinning our wheels a little bit. But I think overall, it's still a great show.
Mm.
I went back rewatch seasons 1 and 2. It still hits hard like
Mm.
every time. Um, so that's why I'm buying My Hero Academia. Like
Mm.
regardless of like my overall feelings towards like the whole show, I think being able to enjoy those first 2 seasons whenever I want is 100% worth the buy.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel like this is my most engineered category because I 100% thought you were going to pick Kabanari.
Really?
Because
Okay.
like one, yeah, I knew you didn't finish My Hero, and Kabanari is
Mhm,
just a complete story. Like it's
mhm,
13
Yeah.
episodes, and it's often referred to as the Attack on Titan on trains, but that kind of does it a disservice because I think it's actually more interesting than
Mhm.
Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
especially when you get into like all the problems that Attack on Titan brings up later in its run. But I do like Kabaneri more, and I think it's a lot more interesting buy than My Hero because, of course, My Hero is always going to be available. It's the big, genre-defining shonen.
Mhm.
But the other thing is that Myriad Colors is Kyoto Animation, and again, if you've never seen it, it's like one of the most peak properties that Kyoto Animation has done. So I was like, you know who else might know that? Alonso. So, and
So
even more so, and I think this is the selling point why I put it in here is that I think Phantom World actually has a more interesting power system and world building than both My Hero and Kabaneri.
so
Really?
yes, yes, but like I don't like the main characters at all
They're just bad
Oh,
characters.
of
interesting.
Myriad Colors. Yeah. I
Mm.
despise them. I watched like 2 episodes. Like I'm not watching anymore. I
Oh,
couldn't. Yeah, like the
gotcha.
power system is really really good, but I just
Mhm.
did not vibe with either of the like main characters. I was like
Mhm.
I don't need to keep watching this.
Mm, gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
So, I mean, then I'm buying obviously My Hero because that just
Yes.
seems to be
Yeah,
what I mean. I can't be a My Hero guy without buying it because
yeah,
I'm not much of into physical media. But again, if I was to, I would not stream it. So I guess it would be a skip because I would stream Kabanari because again, it's like
mhm,
probably the most likely to disappear into the ether. So
yeah,
I'm the buy My Hero. So I think streaming, I guess, across for all of us would be Kabanari then.
yeah.
I bought
Sam, right?
Kabaneri.
Yeah.
Kabaneri.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Kabaneri.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
I'm
All
fine.
right.
I'm fine.
So easy
Yeah.
done. Easy done. Then our category 5, high fantasy. We are buying My Hero Academia. We are streaming Kabanari of the Iron Fortress, and we are skipping Myriad Colors Phantom World. All right. Good. 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 On to number 6. This is another one that I'm like, have they seen any of these? But call this category chuckles and a half
Okay.
because these are all comedies. But in this category, we have Tanaka-kun is always listless. We have you heard of me? I'm Sakamoto, and Disastrous Life of Saiki K. And I think because this is number 6, this is back to me, right? Is that how that works? No, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Wait.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm in the camp of like Gintama is like one of the greatest comedies that no one talks about. And I feel
Mhm.
like you're so niche whenever you talk about Gintama because it feels like most of mainstream anime viewers don't actually watch Gintama or haven't watched Gintama or even consumed any of its other properties. But Saiki K is in the same category as Skip Beat and um, as did I just say? What was I just talking about? Oh, Gintama. Sorry,
Yeah.
Skippy and Gintama and Saiki K are all in the same family of works because they have like a lot of crossover events and characters appear in one and the other. But my buy would be Disastrous Life of Saiki K. So
Okay.
Okay.
then it goes to Sam.
So oddly enough, my buy would probably be Sakamoto. Just because, like you said, Saiki K does seem like it's very Gintama, but sometimes Gintama can just be a little bit too much for me. And
Mm,
I haven't seen either, but I know the memes. Like I think Sakamoto, he was the one in the bathroom where the bullies try to throw water on him, but he had an umbrella with him while he was in the bathroom, or something like that.
correct.
So it was just
Mhm,
like, okay, like that's sort of like the level of comedy that I can watch, and it's not going to get annoying to me. So that's
mhm.
why I would say bye for Sakamoto.
Okay, nice. Lando.
I'm the same boat. I'm buying Sakamoto as well. Like the kind of comedy that it hits. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is just like right up my alley. And it's just like it's like it. because like you mentioned Gintama, right? It feels like the kind of comedy that Gintama does, right?
Mhm.
Like like borderline nonsensical and stuff, you know. Um, yeah, that's why I bought Sakamoto. Um,
Okay. I mean, it seems like it's a buy Sakamoto and then stream Saiki K, and I put Tanaka in here. Oh wait,
okay,
yeah.
hold on.
Okay, okay.
Sam, what were you gonna stream?
What was I going to stream? It was going to be
Mhm.
Saiki K.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, then yes, you're right. Saiki K is the stream.
Okay, yeah.
I
Because I
I
put
skipped Saiki
Tanaka-kun in
K.
here because I forgot what specifically the genre tag for this kind of anime is. It's just like the laid back, chilled, nothing eventful happens kind of anime.
Mhm,
Um, and it's just like slice of life, just no, there's no drama. It's just like leisurely watching the
mhm.
show. I can't think of the name, but yeah, Tanaka-kun was like the first kind of anime that I've seen that was just like nothing happens in the show. It's just like,
Yeah,
and it's not even like people. It's just like people enjoying their company, but it's also there's no tension. There's no. It's just
yeah.
comedy of a guy that's always sleepy.
Very
Like that's
chill.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
it's
a
like
chill
I think it's
guy
on
just living
the
his life. Yeah.
like I think it's on the same like genre as like the lady with the dog. I can't remember what it's called. Um, like it's not even a dog. It's a raccoon that she found in the not raccoon. It's
Oh,
a
with the rain or in the rain.
yeah in the rain with
Not
you.
last
Thank you.
year. Yeah, in
Yeah,
the rain with you. Yeah, last
yeah.
year. Yeah.
That same vibe.
Yes.
That kind of thing, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
I think. So I looked it up. I think it's called Iyashike. Yashike.
Oh, yes, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just very healing, soothing, kind of like genre of like those just feels good. Work here, just
Hmm.
chilling and vibing. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, like, and it has its moments of comedy with inside
Mhm.
that chilled back vibe that it goes. But I just put it against like maybe because it was worth talking about as a streaming option because I get tired of the Sakamoto comedy. Because
That's
it's just
fair. That's fair.
it's like cool in the way of like in the same way as One Punch Man solves things
Mhm.
with his overwhelming strength, like Sakamoto's
Yeah.
just OP in his little, bubble of high school. So I find it like One Punch Man equivalent, and I'm like, oh, that's not really funny to me
Hmm.
Mhm.
how a situation will resolve itself and it's supposed to be comedic, but I get tired of the comedy in that. But all right. But I think it's kind of decided that we are for the chuckles and a half category, we are buying Have You Heard of Me? I'm Sakamoto. We are streaming Disastrous Life of Saiki K. And we are skipping Tanaka-kun is always listless. All right, nice. So, category 7. I call this performative. It was supposed to be sports, but I could not really find a decently um, known third sport anime. So in the category of performative, we have the three anime Yuri on Ice, we have Keijo, Keijo, and we have Showa, Genroku, Rakugo, Shinju. So who are we up to? Are we back to Alonso again?
I think we are, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what are you buying?
Um, to be clear, I've only seen one of these shows, and that was Keijo. I'm buying Yuri on Ice.
Okay.
um, my reason being, uh, I've heard so many good things about Yuri on Ice. It's the show that's on my list. If if I were to like s- want to stream it, but then never get around to it, and then it just goes away, right? I feel like I would have missed out on something special from everything I've
Oh,
heard
okay.
from other people, right? So I
Hmm.
think I just buy it, put it on the shelf for when I finally decide to watch it. Um,
Hmm.
hence, which is my reason for wanting to buy it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Sam? Have you
Oh,
seen any of these? Which I don't think you have, but have you
I'm
seen any of
seeing.
these and what you're buying here?
Hold on. So it's funny because like looking back at it, like I've heard of Yuri and I've heard of Keijo. Um, but as far as buying, I would probably buy Rakugo mainly because of us going through Akane Banashi at the moment. It's with Rakugo. It's like okay, maybe this is just going to be a big tournament arc in regards to Rakugo. So I haven't heard of it from the name. That's what I'm getting. So that's what I'm doing.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, cool.
I'm in. So the only reason I wanted to watch Akanibashi
Mm-hmm.
or Akanibashi
Yeah,
was because I
Konosuba.
saw Rokugo Shinju
Oh,
back in the
Okay.
day. Because this was my introduction to the art form of Rakugo, and I always forget his name, but he's a Caucasian performer of Rakugo. He's like really funny. He's a heavy set gentleman, and he's like does
he's like blonde or
bilingual.
a redhead, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I've seen him on
Um,
Instagram sometimes.
Yeah, he's very popular and he's a renowned. He does world tours, like introducing the world to Rakugo.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, and I started following him after I watched this because it just really does a very good job of dramatizing the art form in a way that makes you want to just learn more about it and get engaged with it. Even like it reminded me of like that episode of Last Airbender where Sokka
Mhm.
has like a Rakugo kind of performance. He does like
Oh
poetry
yeah.
essentially for haiku.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it gives that vibe of this cultural piece that really doesn't get brought up in anime a lot. So I wanted to buy that for that reason, and I rarely ever see
Mhm,
it available on streaming. So
mhm.
I would want to have this in my collection of like, oh yeah, this is like culture, you know,
Gotcha.
quote unquote
Yeah.
culture when it comes to anime.
Yeah.
And then I would stream Keijo because, wow. If you want to talk about Gooner and not derogatory, degenerative, what's the word
Degens.
I'm dreaming about?
Yeah.
Degenerate, yeah,
Yeah,
degenerate
degenerate.
culture in anime.
Yeah.
This is the show, and I love the
Mhm,
translation of Keijo is just hip whip girl.
mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is?
Uh,
I thought they were going with like a dropout similar title or something like that. Because like they're just like
uh,
fighting each other on top of water and trying not to get wet.
Well, no, specifically with their tits and ass.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They cannot use anything else.
Yeah.
That's what they have
yeah.
to use to knock each other out. Hence the like
Mm.
Gunner degen
Mhm.
you know, crowd.
And they do get shonen power ups and like special moves and after images and like it's just it is like ridiculous in the way. So it is fun to watch, and I really disdain Yuri on Ice for how they
Really?
showcase figure skating. They do this
Oh.
really annoying thing, and it's the only thing I would say to Alonzo to kind
Mhm.
of dissuade you from watching it. They cut away from the figure skating.
Oh,
No.
And
dang.
in some sports you can do it. There are like moments to you can show the audience
Mhm.
and then show commentators, but figure skating feels like one of those sports that you
You can't
shouldn't
really
be
do that.
looking
Yeah.
away, yeah,
Yeah. Fair.
from action. So it
Mhm,
unnerves me, like how good the story is that when you get to all the figure skating scenes, they do it the same way as they showcase other sports shows that it's like, okay, something's going on the field. Then they go to the crowd to get commentary, and then they go back to the figure skating, and then you can see that moments have passed because they're not where they were when you cut away from them.
mhm.
I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. But it's such a minor complaint. And outside the story and the great characters and the romance of Yuri on Ice, even the opening, which is Born to Make History, is like a banger. But yeah, I would have to watch, or I would have to buy Rakugo and then stream Keijo. But
Okay.
where are we on that? Then yeah, then where are you on streaming, Alonzo?
Showa Genroku Gakugo Shinju. Because I was
Okay.
gonna skip Keijo. Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Like I watched that entire show like 10 years ago. I can't do that again. I just
Mhm.
like it.
Mhm.
I yeah
Lonzo
no.
said, "I did my
I'm
time
good.
on Maple Drive. I don't need to go
Yeah
back."
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, then that just comes down to Sam, are you going to stream Yuri or are you going to stream Keijo?
I was gonna stream Keijo because it was gonna be like the same type of vibe that I had for Konosuba, where it's just like on for the sake of being on.
Mhm.
And
Gotcha.
yeah.
I feel like that's how I predicted this was going to go, but very interesting. All right, so category 7, performative. We have to buy Showa, Genroku, Rakugo, Shinju. We are streaming Keijo. Those EI sounds in Japanese. Okay, and then we are skipping Yuri on Ice. Some people are going to be really upset. All right, last category. Last category. This is to go to the theater. These are all movies, if it's not clear. So, in this category, we have Your Name, we have A Silent Voice, and we have Classmates, which I think most people commonly know it more as Dokusei, the Japanese title, but the translation is Classmates. All right, so this is category 8. So, Sam, where are you in to buy here? What you buying?
This is hard. Uh, hmm. This is really hard.
This was not easy.
Your Name. Your Name. I'm buying Your Name. It
All right.
I would say
So, why was it so hard?
because so my top two I hadn't seen Classmates, so I have nothing to compare it to. But Silent Voice and
Mm,
Your Name, they're both so very good, so very well done. And
mhm.
I would say that with Your Name, it just inches by just because of the mystery aspect or mysterious aspect of the situation that's going on and the quote unquote time table or timeline that's causing tension throughout the movie. So, but like I said, they're both very well done. So I would say like it's those parts on what made Your Name stand out to me. I want to say Your Name is also the same guy who did The Beast and the Boy, um, and The Girl Who Leapt Through
Uh,
Time. Is that him, or am I thinking of a
no.
different
Your
director?
name
No.
is Koto Shinkai.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. It
He
just
does almost exclusively romances.
okay.
Yeah. You're thinking of the same guy who did Summer Wars.
Yeah, Summer
Uh,
Wars. I would
who I
say
Yeah.
cannot remember right now.
Summer Wars and Bell. But
Yes. That
again,
Yes.
guy.
wrong director. But I was
Also did
just
him on the first movie.
yes, of course. Give him his flowers.
That
But
guy.
we're talking about Your Name
Mhm.
and Silent Voice and
Mhm.
Classmates. And my choice
Mhm.
is Your Name for to buy.
All right. All right. Let's see about this then. All right, Alon.
Um. So
What you buy?
I've only seen one of these movies. Uh, and it's actually the one I'm gonna buy. I'm buying Your Name. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted you
Um,
to say silent voice so we could have a three-way again.
yeah. So like when I saw this, I was like, I feel like I know what Jay is gonna pick. Like,
Hmm.
for sure. It's just
Hmm.
I hadn't even heard of this until you brought this up, unfortunately.
Mm. Gotcha. Yeah,
Um,
fair.
and I haven't seen A Silent Voice, but it is something I want to watch. Um,
Oh, you'll love it.
and don't get me wrong, Classmates actually seems interesting in the same vein
Hmm.
that like Look Back was interesting,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so like that's what I'm assuming that movie's about. I'm not sure, but I
Hmm.
think I have a stronger connection to Silent Voice than Classmates. Um, but
Mm.
yeah,
But you're
yeah,
buying Your Name.
Your Name, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, if it was not obvious from my inclusion of it, but Classmates would be my
Mhm.
buy. But yeah, Your Name for sure is like maybe not my least favorite of the Shinkai films. I prefer 50 or what is that? What number is that? 5 centimeters per second over
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Even Garden of Words and Weathering with You, which is I've not
Mhm.
seen his Susume, which is his most recent movie. But
Oh,
yeah,
that was
your
him.
name.
Okay.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Um, yeah, I was not on the hype train as with everyone else with your name because I think maybe it was a lot of exposure to him for the first time because he's been doing movies since the 20s
Mm.
since the early 2000s. Like I think 5 centimeters per second is like 2004 or 2007. But yeah, I think your name broke his name kind of like wide to most audiences and like to the mainstream. So I do enjoy it, but I would definitely have stream it over buying it. Now, if it was against his other titles, yeah, I would not buy it. But yeah, your name is my stream, so I think that would be my pitch to check out Classmates over A Silent Voice because I
Mhm.
never want to watch A Silent Voice again because its
Oh.
depiction of bullying and post maybe it's PS. I don't know what would be the um it's that revelation of like being a bad person. Okay, it's a lot to talk about with your silent voice, but
Yeah.
it deals with childhood like drama in a way that I don't find enjoyable that I'd never want to see
Mhm.
again. And
Okay.
I'm always about kids being in danger, but not real kids.
Yeah.
But it hurts to watch it from a teacher standpoint as well as like you never know what kids are going through, and this is just like one of those movies that really showcase how deep parents and adults and other kids can hurt each other. So I
Mhm.
don't find it enjoyable, so I would skip it. But that would be my sell against Sue. Yeah, check out Classmates. It's really good. It has the vibe of Look Back, like Alonzo said, but Classmates, I think, in the romance. Um, yeah, because like all these are movies, but they're also kind of all romances as well. But yeah, Classmates kind of feels like I would probably scale it to Dangers of My Heart, um, Alonzo, as well written romance and like this kind of tension between classmates that find, you know, shared comfort in each other.
Mhm.
So I do like it in that kind of vein, but I guess we're buying your name, but whatever. But yeah, how are you feeling about streaming, Alonso? What did you say?
What did I feel about what?
To stream, what would you be streaming?
It would be a silent voice. Again, just because it is the one that I feel a strong connection to solely because it is like the one that I've been wanting to watch most. Like
Fair,
of
yeah.
those, again, if I had maybe heard of Classmates before doing this, it would
Yeah.
probably have been my pick. But with having just had silent voice longer, it's the reason I picked it to stream.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter, Sam, but are you also streaming Silent?
Gee, thanks. Yeah, it's silent
Okay,
voice.
cool.
If
Yeah, of
I'm
course,
not
yeah.
like that,
I think it just hits me a
yeah.
lot harder than I guess
Mhm.
it's easy to like enjoy a silent voice because it's an interesting story, well written, like the visuals and animation is really high key. So it's just a lot for me to take in. So, for our last category, before we go on our second break of the episode, to go through the theater. So we have to buy your name. We are streaming A Silent Voice, and we are skipping Classmates, aka Dokusei. All right, so that is all of our categories. So we have our top 8 anime of 2016. So after the commercial break, we will discuss our Mount Everest, which is our top 4, and then after that, we'll figure out what is the number 1 anime of 2016. All right, welcome back to our last bit of the episode where we're going to discuss our Mount Everest and then choose our best of the year. So right now we have 8 contenders. Let's go through. Oh, how are we going to decide this? But let's go through the 8 so far.
Mhm.
We have Diamond is Unbreakable, the JoJo Bizarre Adventure one. March comes in like a lion. 21, 21 days. 91 days. ReZero. My Hero Academia. Have you heard of me? I'm Sakamoto. Rakugo, let's just call it Rakugo, and your name. So, um, off those 8, I would say ReZero has to make it to the end.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's just
I think
start
I would.
there.
Yeah, I think that is an easy like auto include.
Auto include.
Um,
Okay,
I'm trying to think
argue
of
with that.
like which Subaru's face we should have up there on the Mount Rushmore.
The headless one.
pure
Maybe
panic.
get
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, I would say, just to direct the conversation a little bit more
Mhm.
focusedly, I think of the remaining ones, I think Diamond should make it on there.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, I would say so. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't seen half of these, so
Ooh. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
my
fair.
four is literally
Fair.
yeah. So my four is literally the ones I watched. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So would that be Zero, Diamond, Hero, and Your
Your
Name?
name? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For me,
Okay. Yeah,
those are
yeah,
my
for
pitches
Mhm.
sure.
for those.
Okay. I would say that I would agree on my hero, and then I would
Mhm.
say the last one is undecided. But Sam, where are you then? Where would you would or let's go with the third one. So my third would definitely be my hero for sure. Do you have one over my hero?
Over my hero. Mm, no. No, not over my hero.
Big. Okay. So then, what is the
Yeah.
fourth one?
Yeah, it's the fourth one. Yeah. So Alonzo threw his head in for Your Name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was not my choice for the movie,
Okay.
so
That's
I'm not.
perfectly fine. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to throw my hat for that one. I would
Mhm.
say in contention for the last spot for me would just be March and 91 Days.
Okay. That makes this a little bit better because I was leaning towards 91 days for the fourth.
So then,
Ooh,
91 days is the fourth.
because I said that. Ooh. Um,
I'm asking, because
yeah,
right now,
I'm thinking too because 91 Days does not feel like just popularity wise. I don't feel
Yeah.
like that's a representative of the year, but this is our Mount
yeah,
Everest,
I was gonna
This is
obviously.
say,
our Mountain Everest, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because I mean, look, I'll be honest. I don't know who. Apparently, I don't know who's on the actual Mount Everest. Um,
Well,
I
president.
got. Well, yes, I know that they're presidents, but which ones? Like, do you know who
Okay.
was on Mount Rushmore?
Washington,
Isn't
Lincoln.
it? Yeah, Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, and who's the third guy? Andrew Jackson.
Is it Jackson? Hold on,
Is it Jackson? It's always
No,
the
no,
fourth
no.
one that
You
gets.
can't check. No. Hold on. You're supposed to also guess.
I'm supposed to also guess?
Yes.
Okay. I agree that Roosevelt will be on there,
Hmm.
but it would make.
Okay. So,
Oh
sorry.
wait. Would it
Just to
be
verify,
Jefferson instead of Jackson? I'll say Jefferson.
Ooh,
Jefferson.
Jefferson. That's
Okay.
a good one.
So, Sam, you're saying George Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And then Jay, you said Washington, Jackson, Roosevelt,
Mhm.
and Lincoln.
Yes.
Okay. Sam was right.
Yeah, it's
Oh!
Jefferson. Yes, I just
It is
forgot
Thomas
about him. Yeah.
Jefferson. I did
Yeah.
not think that it was either Thomas Jefferson or Andrew Jackson. I legitimately thought it was John Adams.
Oh,
um,
John Adams. Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
don't know why I thought it was John Adams,
Mhm.
but
That'll be
that's
an
who I
interesting
thought.
pick.
The other three I did have right,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I was just like flabbergasted. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Thomas Jefferson?
but yeah, yeah. When Sam said Jefferson, I was like, it's Jefferson because yeah, Jackson just makes sense, but to me,
Yeah,
but it was like, yeah, I guess Jefferson is, I guess, more acclaimed. I don't know. All right,
I don't
cool. Yeah. Oh, so anyways, my point about the distinction between
Yeah.
91 Days and like where it
know.
belongs is like, I don't know if I would say like that's representative
Of the
of
year.
the year, at least for me. Yeah. So like if
Okay.
I was, I know I said March and 91 Days, but
Yeah.
now that you
Mhm.
picked 91 Days, I'm like, but I care about March more than that.
Well, then, so then, would
Damn.
you say? Okay, so we're I will be honest. I'm not like super like, oh yeah, your name deserves to be on there. So I'm not really
Mhm,
like fighting for it.
Mm.
mhm.
What would your pitches be for 91 days and March comes in like a lion then?
It's like
Like fighting each
how
other.
does March encapsulate the year of 2016 more than 90
Oh no no
days?
no no! We are
Oh,
because no. Remember,
oh,
this is
okay.
just our Rushmore. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily representative of that year.
Hmm.
It's like
Mhm,
which ones do we think are like our favorites slash like what we determine to be the best, right?
Hmm.
mhm, mhm. At least for March, I think it's just one of those adult stories that made me, you know, re understand what anime could be. While 91 Days is just like refreshing, I guess, because like it feels like a,
Yeah.
you know, in the same vein as like Bakuno, it's like, oh, we finally get another, one of these that I can enjoy. But March
Mhm.
is like one again, even though I said like it's very much like Violet Evergarden, it's like very distinctly two different stories, obviously. But it's just like
Mhm.
March feels like for me, it's like this is something I need to take with me
Yeah.
rather than 91 Days. Just like, oh, this is cool.
Mhm. Sam,
Fair. Uh,
have you
Debate
been
me,
have you
debate
been
me.
like what's the word?
no, I
Spoon?
feel like if you had seen March, you would just be in the same camp as Jay because essentially,
I
like
probably would be, yeah.
the reasons why I like 901 Days is because of what he said. I was talking to an acquaintance of mine earlier, and it was like we don't get enough uh mob stories in anime, and 91 Days was just like one of those very good ones. And again, from what I said earlier, it just a lot of the elements that it has, I just vibe with. Um, but we were trying to talk about something that like makes you feel deeply. It does what revenge stories do. It doesn't really make you feel anything deeply, but it's just you just see somebody just trying to reenact their revenge. It's nothing like what Violet Evergarden tries to do in trying to um, describe what it means to be human and the human experience. So that's all I can really say. I mean, I can't really say anything that's any different from what Jay is. It's just, like all that he said is why I like 91 Days. But that's pretty much it. So, but as far as like the group, I think like the group it would probably be best to have like March out on there, just because like if you had watched it, you would be vying for it. So
And he's also a shogi player, so I mean that's just like one of those things. It's like, yeah, the backdrop of it feels very, you know, not. I mean, it feels like culturally resonant as well, like how 91 Days leads into like Italian mafia culture. Like,
yeah,
there's also like the emotional element of March, but also there's like, oh, he's also like a deeply intelligent and accomplished shogi player. So it's like you can also learn about shogi in this in this anime as well. So I was like just putting a button on the nose. But so are we saying that it's ReZero, Diamond, My Hero, and March?
that's what it sounds like.
Yep, that's
Unless
what I think it
Alonso
is.
agrees differently.
No, that sounds about right to me.
All right.
Ooh.
So for our Mount Everest of 2016 anime, we have on the Washington face ReZero. On the
Subaru
Jefferson face,
Natsuki.
we have beheaded Subaru Natsuki. Uh, on Jefferson head, we have Diamond is Unbreakable. On the Roosevelt head, we have My Hero Academia. And then on the Lincoln head, we have March Comes in Like a Lion. All right, so that's our Mount Everest. So now we're to the final bits of the episode where we'll discuss our number one pick of 2016 anime from our original 24 roster. So I have an obvious pick, which is going to shock you guys. And let me just start: is that I'm choosing ReZero over My Hero.
What?
Crazy. That's crazy. Insane.
Yeah,
I did not foresee this whatsoever. Um
yeah, I know. I know. And we had an earlier conversation with Sam. It was like, "Have you watched ReZero?" And I was like to myself, "I'm like this guy."
He's like this
But I think
bitch.
I think it's not even recency bias,
Mhm.
and I talked in our previous episode about how much of a fanboy I am of My Hero. I think what I enjoy about ReZero, I actually can't quantify this, but I think it's just elements of like how My Hero feels very generational. I think ReZero is something that feels like it's going to last me a lifetime. I don't know. I just feel like there are so many emotional moments for his character. I think Subaru is just by far just a better protagonist than Izuku Midoriya, and I think there's
Uh-huh.
just so much uniqueness to ReZero that My Hero kind of just relies upon the superhero mythos in the West. That,
Mhm.
not to degrade what it does, but I think ReZero as an anime and as a property, I just vibe with a lot more as a creative type and as an enjoyer. It's just like it's hard to compare the two, but I think of just what I would take of these four, I think it's just ReZero.
Mm.
I would say I do agree with you that like with these four that we have here, it's going to boil down to Ray Zero and My Hero. Um, Alonso wish to prove me otherwise.
Pitchfork Diamond.
Yeah.
No, I'm on the same boat. I think for me, it's also between ReZero and My Hero Academia. Um, again, because like the thing is, like I am mostly judging My Hero just off of the first two seasons, how much I love that. ReZero, I've enjoyed like more of it than I have of My Hero for longer. I still haven't watched like the new season, but um, it's not for not wanting to. Um,
But you're all caught up through season 4?
no. I need it. That is a new season for me. Sorry. Um, is it? We're on season 5 for ReZero?
Isn't this 4, Sam?
I think it's four. Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Yeah, because 3
Yeah,
was last year with the whole yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't watched season 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Okay. So you've seen equal amount of, seasons, or
Yes.
I guess
Well, no,
yeah, yeah.
I've seen more of My Hero, but I've
Oh, yeah, because 'cause you're like the
enjoyed.
overhaul. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um.
Okay.
No. I watched My Hero through to like League of Villains.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm trying to think
Villain
too, because like
Academia.
with Ray Zero, because it was the OVAs where I forgot what they were called. Where you're looking into the elf's past, and there was even another one about Puck. Because one
Mhm.
of them was like movie length, so I don't know
Mm.
if like you would consider that to be part of like the Ray Zero stuff or not. I know, like Alonso, you've seen a few of the My Hero movies, haven't you, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you probably have consumed more My Hero stuff overall.
But I think like
Mhm.
like overall enjoyment is still it's so again it is so strange because like I
Yeah.
think I do like just those first two seasons more than like ReZero so far, but like but it feels weird to say that because like I know My Hero specifically running off of the like um underdog thing, and I'm a sucker for the underdog, so I feel as though I'm just like inherently biased towards just enjoying it more, not necessarily that like I like
Hmm.
it better, if that makes sense.
Alright. Can we pause on you for a bit? Because I don't want it to feel like Sam's not gonna get a choice really, but you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
for a bit. So, Sam, where are you right now?
I would say I kind of needed a little bit of time to chew because you had mentioned how My Hero it was more generational and like it just got me thinking, right? Because like the only other properties as far as superheroes and anime that you can probably compare it to are One Punch
Tiger and
Man,
Bunny.
Tiger and
Oh,
Bunny.
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, One Punch Man for
Yeah, no,
sure.
no, because I'm
Okay.
just thinking about like all the superhero properties, and then there was also that one crossover that an anime studio tried to do with Marvel. I don't think they got a
Oh
full
yeah, we
first
did talk about
season.
we did cover the Marvel animes. Yeah.
Oh no, 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 not those. It was
Oh.
like it was an anime only work where like they worked with Marvel or with
Oh.
Stanley. I think it's called Mirage or something like that. Um,
Oh. Okay.
but like I don't think it even got a full first season. But just to go back, right? Because like I was thinking about like Tiger and Bunny. So, like Tiger and Bunny, it's considerably older, but it does feel more timeless because of what they try to do with the heroes, right? Them being more or less sponsored, right? Sponsorship,
Mhm.
the what's the phrase? The competition. Oh, I forgot. To Be Hero X, right? Like that was just something that came out like recently. But even then, it's like To Be Hero X, like that in itself, it feels like very generational as well. Whereas like I guess like maybe Tiger and Bunny they feel more timeless because like it if it wasn't for Tiger and Bunny, we may not have gotten something like To Be Hero X, right? And
Mhm.
so and even though like My Hero is good, like I was still just chewing on what you were saying about it being like more generational. Even though like the story it resonates a lot because like it still very much embodies some of the big three um shonen stuff. It was like I can see it very much like with Naruto in terms of like the underdog themes that like Alonzo was saying. Um But as far as like uniqueness, I would probably have to go with Ray Zero.
So that's two for Ray Zero.
Mhm.
Ray Zero. Re Zero.
Mhm.
Have you come to a final determination, Alonzo?
Yeah, I think it's ReZero.
That
Yeah.
is wild because I was so nervous that it was going to be me just holding the flag for ReZero. It's like, and you guys were just like, but you're the My Hero guy. But but yeah, just like on retrospect, and maybe it's not even like biased, like as I'm watching season 4, but it just
Mhm.
feels like My Hero maybe is leaning in, maybe I don't know about nostalgia, but it feels like it's hitting my child nervous core nerve
Yeah.
about how it like feels with like on our in our time of media consumption is all about superheroes and all that. But
Mhm.
I feel like just ReZero just feels more, not to say quote unquote anime, or uniquely anime than My Hero, but I do like it significantly to put on the face of 2016 more than My Hero, even though if we're just strictly talking about influential and like mainstream and other factors outside of ourselves. But I'd just say like if I had to buy one over My Hero, I was like, My Hero can live in my brain while I would want to have like a copy or Blu-ray or like to keep in my own private collection or home studio
Mhm.
ReZero. So I would
Yeah.
say ReZero wins out over My Hero, Diamond's Unbreakable. We didn't even talk about Diamond, which is crazy because it is
Yeah.
again my first JoJo, and as
Yeah.
well as Alonso. So it's like, yeah, we didn't even
Yeah.
talk about like what got us into the fandom of
Oh,
JoJo.
JoJo's.
And March and is
Well, unfortunately, I think you mentioned this when we were first talking about like in round one, right?
mhm,
Is I don't think Diamond is Unbreakable is the strongest part, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Personally. Um,
mhm.
so I think that's just the reason why we there's not much to talk to. It was our first, but
Mhm.
It
doesn't mean
was
that it's
your
the
first.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And
But
I think even what Sam brought us is his critique about it is like it's very slow paced and like it does turn
Mhm.
into what it is with the introduction of Kira as a
Mhm.
villain. But yeah, it is a distinctly like, what does it feel like? It feels like Sinners almost. It's like the first half is something and then the second half is something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a good Mount Rushmore pick or placement. But I think yeah, it wasn't going to make it into the final discussion. Same with March. It's like actually, when did Violet Evergarden come out? Because like I feel like we might have the similar discussion when we do that year of anime, and then like Violet makes
Yeah.
it to the final. Wouldn't be a final discussion point. But all right, any
2018.
final 2018? Oh, okay, coming up soon.
Ooh.
All
Yeah.
right. But yeah, we have some of the bigger animes to talk about in 2018, anyways. But we might do
Mhm.
this again for 2018, or this might be a staple of the channel from now on. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But how did you guys enjoy this game, and how do you feel finally about their choices overall?
This was a
I like the game.
wide. Yeah.
So buy, stream, skip, and ReZero is our final pick. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
to close up the episode, we have our Mount Everest of 2016 anime as ReZero, Diamond is Unbreakable, My Hero Academia, and March Comes In Like a Lion. And our number one pick for anime of the year for 2016 is ReZero. And then it has a little subtitle after that, but I forgot what the subtitle is of ReZero. But
Restarting life in
currently,
another world.
Yep.
yes, restarting life in another world, streaming on Crunchyroll right now. I think currently
Yep.
airing
Yep.
season 4. Please check it out. It's the best of 2016. But following best, so to finish off the year, we have 2 remaining episodes, and our next episode is discussing the classic anime Dragon Ball. Yes, it's the original, back from 1986. It is the 40th anniversary of the OG Dragon Ball. So we are talking about the story of Son Goku when he first meets Bulma, leading up to. We'll see where we'll stop, but probably we'll discuss up to the introduction of the Red Ribbon Army and probably the destruction of the Red Ribbon Army as well. So we'll see how far we'll get into that discussion. But we are talking about Dragon Ball the OG. So that was our episode together. Thank you, boys, for joining me. Any closing words?
I would have to say real quick because I did mention that one superhero anime with Stan Lee. I just got to mention it because he had his hand in it. It's called Reflection, and that was in 2017. So I don't know, maybe something in between now and 2018 to look into. But no, I had a good time with everything with the game, and I can't wait to see um, if, how we're going to use this movie.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, this was so much fun. It definitely made me think about go back and think about like the shows that I've watched and what would I want to be able to keep, right? Um,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, sweet. That's the name of the game. So, to close out the episode, I think we'll play the Return by Death, Return by Death stinger now. But until next time, bye.
Why?